Indian Home Minister AmitShah on Saturday chaired a meeting of the Western Zonal Council comprising Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu. The Zonal Council meeting in Diu discussed a broad range of issues including subjects related to the boundary, security and infrastructure-related matters like road, transport, industries, water and power as per media reports. Massive violence erupted in West Bengal's Howrah on Saturday, during which the protesters hurled stones at the police. To control the situation, the police resorted to lathi charge and fired tear gas shells. Also, internet services have been suspended till June 13th in the area. Plus, prohibitory orders under Section 144 of CRPC have been imposed for the next 3 days. The police have arrested one Mohammad Javed alias Javed Pump in connection with the violence that broke out in Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj on May 10th after Friday prayers. He has been identified as the main conspirator behind the violence and is now in police custody. Also, as per reports, cases have been filed against 70 known people and 5,000 unnamed people in the same matter, and they will be booked under the Gangster Act. The US Treasury, in a report to the Congress, has given thumbs up to India's economic situation despite the pandemic. The report has said that the Indian economy has rebounded strongly despite 3 significant COVID-19 waves. It also praised India's vaccination efforts and said that the economic activity in India rebounded strongly in the second half of the year as the country's vaccination rollout accelerated. A Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist was killed in an encounter with security forces in Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir on Saturday. The encounter took place after the security forces launched a cordon and search operation in Kandipora area of the South Kashmir district after receiving specific inputs about the presence of terrorists in the area. In a major success for the security forces in Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists have been arrested in Baramulla. 2 pistols, 18 live cartridges and 3 magazines were recovered from them. Meanwhile, an improvised explosive device was detected and defused on the main road in the Putka area of Baramulla on Saturday. Chinese activity in eastern Ladakh has continuously been on the rise. As per various media reports quoting government sources, the Chinese army has deployed 25 military aircrafts, including J-11 and J-20 fighter planes, at its Hotang Air Base. Earlier, 2 MiG-21 fighter planes had been deployed at this base by China. Notably, a couple of days back, US General Charles A. Flynn had called Chinese activity in eastern Ladakh an eye-opener and infrastructure development in its Western Theatre Command as alarming. Meanwhile, Indian security forces are on alert and keeping an eye on Chinese activities. The nation on Saturday paid tribute to poet and freedom fighter Ramprasad Bismil on his birth anniversary. He fought against the British and was hanged on 19 December 1927 at a young age of 30 by the British regime for participating in the Kakori incident. Paying tribute to the brave freedom fighter, Union Minister AmitShah wrote on Twitter, "Ramprasad Bismil is not a name but a unique example of courage, valor and patriotism. He made the freedom movement a mass movement by awakening the flame of patriotism among the people with his thoughts and poems. His dedication and sacrifice for the country is unparalleled." India has seen a surge in daily COVID cases over the last few days. As per an update by the Health Ministry on Saturday, 8,329 cases were recorded in the last 24 hours in the country. This is the highest since February 28, when 8,013 cases were reported. Also, the active caseload has reached 40,000 mark. However, despite the rise in infections, hospitalizations and deaths have been low as most of the reported cases are believed to be mild. The nationwide recovery rate currently stands at 98.69%. More than 100 days into the Russia-Ukraine war, Kyiv has asked Western countries for faster deliveries of weapons, even as Russian forces continue to pound the east of the country. The war in the east, where Russia is focusing its attention, is now primarily an artillery battle in which Kyiv is severely outgunned, as per an Ukrainian official. Vadim Skibitsky, Ukraine's deputy head of military intelligence, told a British newspaper. "This is an artillery war now. Everything now depends on what the West gives us."